So why you playing with my team, bro? Ah, this is daddy, man. Come on, man. Where the son at? Man, bring your son here, man. Lord, man. Y'all know y'all not mess with me, man. Man, I'm looking for your son, man. Man, you ain't never beat me in life, man.
We are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. They're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Man, you ain't never beat me, man. Man, I own you and your son, man.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah?
They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there on the run.
First down, Buccaneers.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The 40. The 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his those guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Brady now on 1st down. He'll check it down to Bell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
A first down run by Jones, not going to work out as he's hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Here's Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Now Brady again. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 26 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. Now Jackson on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. 1st down and more for Jackson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Jackson on 1st down. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, We step aside. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4th down. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was staying in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll roll him out right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
It's a gain of 8. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. A give. Dobbins trying the right side. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon. 71
yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This is something that we've seen from Lamar Jackson since back in his Louisville days. He can be so dangerous with the RPO.
Yeah, and whoever designed the RPOs, it's almost like they had a guy like Lamar Jackson in mind because of his ability to do everything. He can tuck it and throw it. He can tuck it and run it. He can hand it off inside when he gets the right read. Bottom line is most teams want him to hand it off because when he takes off and goes, he can break down a defense.
Eluding the pressure right. First down and more for Jackson. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Well, I mean, Lamar Jackson, what more can we say at this point? He is a living, breathing highlight reel. And go ahead and tack on that last play to the list of big ones by number 8.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the fourth quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs. And that was an A-plus effort right there.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 79 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Fournette, a first down carry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd and 9, Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Brady bats his forward on the jet sweep. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones from a yard out And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Jackson. Finding Watkins.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Jackson to throw.
He'll buy some time right. Going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Here's Jackson.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Jackson.
Being chased out left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
2nd down and 3. Now Jackson.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Throwing, Jackson.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors
scores to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First play of the drive, a first down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Jackson rolling to his right. Gets it off to Freeman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Huntley to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Bring it! Bring it!
Brown has the first down and much more. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 35 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Running with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They hand off to their big tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Third and short yardage, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Fourth down, here's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Pass some of this.
And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Brown has the first down and much more. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I wanted to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devontae Freeman. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obvious.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back to it after the pick 6. Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Prescott on first down. That is caught by Lamb. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And again, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Throwing. Prescott. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Second and goal from the 1. It's a keeper with Prescott. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Five yards remain on second down.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. Power running by Zeke. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. This time Jackson will throw it. Over the middle here to Brown. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Jackson now. And Andrews lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the 3rd quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action now, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. From the 30 on 2nd down, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On play action, Prescott. Buying time to his left.
Left side to Lamb.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Second and 10.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Here's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Jackson.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. First throw in overtime now for Jackson. They'll roll him out right. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Second and 8. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Now Jackson steps away to his left. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big play there on the catch and run. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered in the quarter.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Jackson. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Devontae Freeman from 4 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jameis to throw it. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Winston. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, this is Kamara. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he cannot get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. Working out of the gun, Winston.
That is caught. Traquan Smith. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room
barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. He'll air it out deep for Thomas, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
They go play action. Winston. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Final play of the half here. Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Winston's throw complete there to Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On second down, Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Winston going deep here for Stills. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kenny Stills, 39 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. For even a first down and more. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Ravens 16, Saints 15. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On third down, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On second and inches, Winston airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. On the ground, Kamara. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Interesting. A chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on fourth down. Here's Winston. Forced out to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he stopped immediately there. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
Tucker now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 75 yards. And the Saints have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This will be fielded inside the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. This one out quickly to Watkins. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Jackson. And this is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
The quick feet by Jackson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on that sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Winston to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Winston. Going deep here for Stills.
And that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. An important play right here. 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over.
final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson flushed out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State. It's J.K. Dobbins.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They'll run. It's Dobbins.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devontae Freeman. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Bengals 0.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
2nd down and 8.
And Burrow going to throw again. Looking deep downfield.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Jackson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Yeah, this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there just before halftime. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gott, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Drew Sample there to make the grab. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
2nd and 11. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. Second and 8 coming up. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Running right through him. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now Burrow on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Mark Andrews, 36 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Play action. It's Jackson on the move to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raven.